Okay, got it? So there's Saul Lieberman and Yerushalmi Kipshuto. Reb Shol on the Gemara Yerushalmi did last week. So he says, Modim in the piece starts, Modim Chacham Rabbi Yehuda b'shnei yom mitzvah v'shlosh Shemi takonas Chachami. Okay? But Barach, Mem Alpha Ralph, Rabbeinu Chananel says Yerushalmi. Obviously, Rabbeinu Chananel is a perush on the Bavli, not on the Yerushalmi. But he says, he brings down the Yerushalmi. Modim Chacham Rabbi Yehuda b'shnei yom mitzvah v'shlosh Shemi takonas Devim Rishonim. Mi goram li leo shomer shnei yom mitzvah b'Surya. Why do I keep 2 days in Surya? Al shem shalosh amarti yom echad be'eretz Yisrael. Right? I was thinking keep 1 day in Eretz Yisrael. I got 2 days in Chutz La'aretz. Svura ani shem mekabeles schar. Svura ani shem mekabeles schar al shnayim. Ve'eklas schar el al echad. Even though I keep 2 days, I only get schar for 1 day. Vuadin lebeis chalos b'Surya. The 2 chalos in Surya. Rabbi Yon Kariyalayu gamani nasati lem chukim lo tovim. Which seems to be exactly what the Yerushalmi says. I'm not sure exactly what the Rach is adding. When Yaakov Khan, Abba Rabbi Ba, Maidachsti B'nei Imi Nacharu Bi, Samuni no Teres Akrim Kami Shali Lonar Tarti. Migoram Lilios no Teres Kramim, who caused me to keep vineyards too. Ashum Kami Shalosh Lonar Tarti, because my one vineyard didn't take, because it didn't guard. Migoram Lios Mishamer Shnei Yom in Surya, who caused you to keep 2 days in Surya? Al Shalosh Shamati Yom Echad Ba'aretz. Sfreisi Shani Mekabel Schar Al Shnayim, V'nikabel Schar Al Echad. Migoram Li Lafresh Shtei Chalos B'Surya, Al Shalo Yifrash Yishchil Chal Achas Be'er Ba'aretz. Sfreisi Shani Mekabel Schar Al Shnayim, V'eni Mekabel Schar El Al Echad. Rabbi Yochanan Kariyaleu Gam Al Nina Satem Chukim Lo Tovim. Also, same as the Yerushalmi. V'ayin Shioshim Rab Perka Pasuk Zeb, Sikta Durav Kana, Sikta Yidalef. So it's Buber, Kufi Chesamav, Yesham To Sofi Kosov, Veim Kabel Schar Lo Alachas. Right? In other words, there, in the according to he says the Torah is Sofrim. But in that Medrash it says, I don't even get schar for 1 day in Chutz La'aretz. I thought I get schar for 2 days in Chutz La'aretz. I didn't even get schar for 1 day. Because 1 day in 2 days in Chutz La'aretz is not even the same as 1 day in Eretz Yisrael. You see that? So, what?
I see it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so Lieberman says, no, it's a toast. I know if it's toast. I know who told him it's a mistake. But he says, Tzarech lomar el alachas. K'moshi l'fanei b'Yerushalmi shiur shem rabba. Okay? But it's interesting. Let's assume it's not a typo. Right? And let's assume that even the 2 days in Eretz Yisrael, according to the Psikta, do not equal to 1 in Chutz La'aretz. I'm sorry, in Eretz, the 2 in Chutz not equal 1 in Eretz Yisrael. Which is an interesting idea, okay? Kind of depressing for those of us in Chutz La'aretz. Okay, Rabbi... What?
I didn't want to say that to you, but okay.
Well, that's fair enough. Ravo is Alexandria. Ravo went to Alexandria, Vatinun Luli Lulavim B'Shuvsa. He made them take lulav on Shabbos. Shama Rabbi Meimar Man Mi Acholon Rabbi Avo B'Chol Shata. So Rabbi said, he can't be there every year. He can't tell him every year what day is that it's the right day. So therefore, we can't be Doicha Shabbos every year in Chutz La'aretz in Alexandria. So therefore, we should never be Doicha Shabbos in Alexandria, even in years when we know when Rosh Hashanah actually took place. Okay. Haguscha Meshubeshes. The nusach here is distorted. Shama Rabbi Mi Mar Man Mevulon Rabbi Avo B'Chol Shata. Now, what's bothering him is that Rabbi and Rabbi Avo were not in the same generation. So therefore, he changed it to Shama Rabbi Mi, and Perushu Shama Rabbi Ami. Because Rabbi, in other words, it's the Mi is Ami, where the Aleph has been dropped inadvertently. He said, who's going to bring Rabbi Avo to them every year? For Rabbi Ami, Nichtav Rabbi. And Rabbi Ami has been Ravmi, come upon him Yerushalmi. I don't recall any of them, but he says in a footnote here, first of all, Hamilim Meimar, the words Meimar here, which we have in the Nischabula Meimar, Famila Maivil, Nisparto Lishnaim, Nishtabsha, Mi Yochel. Mi Yovel. So should be Meimar and Meival. And he says, Lifami got in footnote 3, Lifami got Babavli. Ein Mesivas Hotzos 11, Omud 88, Hara Hev, Omud 90, Hara Aleph, Ein Bavli Besachim, Kuvav and Av, Ditu Sev. So evidently, there have been places in the Bavli, and several times in Yerushalmi, where Rav Ami has been contracted for some reason to Ravmi. I guess the Aleph came across in as a contraction. Avol Aksiv Rabbi Mi, but that which it says Rabbi Mi, Nimtza Nidmeli Rak Pamachas Yerushalmi. It's only one of the time Yerushalmi this appears. Sanhedrin Kuper Gdal Gdal Betfus Venetia Betfus Chodasham Allah Gimel Kvar Metukon. Betfus Chodash, which I guess it means the Rum printing, or the Vilna printing, which at that time was new, relatively. It's been fixed. Chod Beis on Beis. Rabbi Mi Ba Kumi Rabbi Yochanan Afilu Noif and Rabbi Saviad Leiden Shom Rabbi Mei Menukad, it actually says Rabbi Mei Ba V'chuli. V'svide Yerushalmi Kan Shama Rabbi Ami. It says Rabbi Ami Mani Avlun Mevo Lo Rabbi Avo B'chol Shat was going to bring him there. Rabbi Avo there. Rabbi Avo was spelled strangely. V'seu Kamoshi Kantis Girsa says, and that's how I corrected the Girsa here. Now in terms of the thing itself. In days of Rabbi Avo, they were still taking lulav on Shabbos, at least in Eretz Yisrael, because otherwise it's not going to come to Chutz La'aretz and fix it and make a takona there. Rabbi Ami Micha Neged Zeh, and Rabbi Ami was making mecha against this. He was protesting this. Mishum shebechutz la'aretz einam notlim, and because the Chutz La'aretz you can't do it because shum smecha the yoima. Because of the question of the day, which obviously is before there was a set I think it was before there was a set calendar. Hillel Hasheni, I think, was the next generation of Amoraim in Eretz Yisrael. They happen to know the fixing of the month. Lest they come do it the next year. There's a difference between Anshe Mizrach and Marav, which is that Sefer which we once went through, where it talks about the differences between Ben Eretz Yisrael and Chutz La'aretz. That in Eretz Yisrael they still took in the time of the early Amoraim at least, lulav on Shabbos and not in Chutz La'aretz. Abaravya Rosh Hashanah Siman Tov Kuf Lavam Am Amud 221 says, Yerushalmi Sof Lulav Gazel Garsinan Shema Yerech Eitzabak Ilma Bracha. Now, this is not in our Yerushalmi. Well, we spoke about this last week, that the Gzeira de Rabbah, which is that you might go take a lulav out 4 amos on which is a rabbin, or a Megillah for amos, just a rabbin, Shovar for amos, just a rabbin, to learn how to do the mitzvah on Shabbos, which takes place on Yom Tov, and therefore we should not do any of these mitzvahs on Shabbos, which takes place on Shabbos, is not in our Yerushalmi. It's in the Bavli. V'chein b'Ravya is Hilchos Lulav Siman Tov Reish Peiches Amud 393. Yerushalmi still pirkin Garsin Asrua B'Medina. They forbade it outside Yerushalayim. Shem Yelech it's a bucky limo bracha, because you might go somebody who was a bucky to the bracha v'yotzil shus arabim v'apeshofar came v'av Megillah came. V'ein shum savei shekozeh usavamu cheres by Yerushalmi. Says Lieberman, this is a late addition to the Yerushalmi, because Yerushalmi lo yada klal migzera de Rabbah. Yerushalmi does not know about Gzera de Rabbah at all. The Sava shenotli lulav b'Shabbos. It comes out here. We would have taken lulav on Shabbos if not for the fact that of Sveika the Yoma. Chenu Sava she'ain taking b'Shabbos midoraisa. There's a special limud in Rosh Hashanah, Perek Dal Halach Aleph, that midoraisa you don't blow shofar on Shabbos. I forget the limud. I think it's because something to do with Yom Teruah, but I forget. Oh yeah, because one place it says Yom Teruah, and another place says Yom Zichron Teruah. So the Yerushalmi says Yom Teruah when it's not on Shabbos, Zichron Teruah when it's on Shabbos. In other words,
I've heard that, Josh.
Yeah, so that's Yerushalmi.
That's a regular Josh.
That's Yerushalmi Rosh Hashanah. That's what Yerushalmi says. There's no shofar on on Shabbos. But the Bavli holds also because of Gzeir the Rabbah. Doesn't bring down that drasha. Okay?
Doesn't bring it down, huh?
I don't think so. Not that I recall.
Okay.
Shabbos, why not? Again, not because of Gzeir the Rabbah, but the Gemara at the end of Shabbos says, it's Mishnah of Shabbos Gemara, it says that you don't read Ksuvim on Shabbos, except only past Man Mincha, because the old days people who learn Ksuvim wouldn't come to the Rav's drasha. So therefore, in order to avoid that, they wouldn't learn Ksuvim. It was a Gzeir not to learn Ksuvim on Shabbos. So not to learn Ksuvim, they extended it to the Megillah, not to read Megillah on Shabbos as well. Okay? I have no idea who this person is. Rabbi Avram Aftovitzer, actually, also Rav Yoah, actually I know that they're oral son of Rav Yoah. I guess I didn't know the author's name. So Rav Avram Aftovitzer says, She'erich b'zeh, ve'ir gam l'tshuvas ratshunoi b'lochos psukasim kupei aleph. Where it says, Anshi Mizrach ein antunim hadas b'Shabbos. The people in the east, meaning in Bavel, they don't take hadasim on Shabbos. They so tunim hadas b'Shabbos. They take hadasim on Hoshana Rabbah when it comes on Shabbos. Shemar kachtem lechem afil b'Shabbos. V'chem b'mani hilchos esrog sim l'chov tes motzasi. I found this reach on the mani. Anshi Mizrach ein antunim blula b'Shabbos. They don't take blula Shabbos. Anshi Mizrach antunim blula b'Shabbos. Well, the thing is that Hadassim is a little bit difficult because already in the Gemara it says that they made sure that when they made the Luach, that Hoshana Rabbah never comes out on Shabbos. So, the Rabbi Nachmanoi Gaon is after the Luach was made. So therefore it's a little bit difficult, this minhag, unless you change Hadas to Lulav. Because the first day of the Sukkot we know comes out on Shabbos, but not the last day of Sukkot.
So Hoshana Rabbah, but there had to have been a time when it could have, right?
Yes,
I mean,
there was.
Midnight with the Yerushalmi, it could have actually come out on.
Yes, that's true. They could have, yes. Okay. Avonela mirabba Avram uvtzaver Yerushalmi Eruvin shalvanenu, which seems to be that you don't do the Chutz La'aretz. Rin Epstein Bartzoas HaPsicha Shlo HaMadar V'Talmudi V'Tzrachav Yerushalmi Tarpach, etc. Only in Lieberman you find these long forgotten modern rekoymas. Okay, Havel Haisa Mesores, but there was a Mesorah. She'Gzeir the Rabbi Gezeir Atika, that it was an ancient Gezeira. Okay, there was such a Mesorah. Sheken Omer b'Medrash Seichel Tov Vayera Amud 67. Yichal Yonta Rishon Shel Rosh Hashanah. The first day of Rosh Hashanah comes out on Shabbos. Eitokim Dam Rabbi Zeira. Rabbi Zeira was before Rabbah. Rabbi Zeira was Rabbah and Rabbi Yosef and Talmid Rabbi Zeira. So Zeira the Gazu Anshe Knesses HaGedolah Ala Shofar. So that here it was a Gzeira, was Anshe Knesses HaGedolah. Ashavra Lov Megillah Shalonin Hog B'Shabbos. That you shouldn't do in Shabbos. Shema Yolichem Eitzel Baki. Because maybe you'll take them to a Baki, somebody who's expert, Lilmod, Linyonim, to learn the matters, Inami, Birchosem, or else to learn their brachas. V'yavirem Arba Amashu Sarabi, Nimtza Machalos HaShabbos. V'yadati Makoro. We don't know the source for this Seichel Tov, because obviously Seichel Tov is a medrash, and it's not even one of the mainstream midrashim. But nevertheless, in this medrash, it does have this Gezeira. Midrash Seichel Tov is the medrash of Tehillim. Okay. Rabbi Yossi Mishlach, Siv Lahon, Alpi Shekosam Lochem Sijamos, Al Teshanu Min Minhag Avoseihem Nochi Nefesh. B'Svidei Yerushalmi, Rabbi Yossi Shalav Akosav Lon. Yossi sent a message then, Af Al Pi. I never saw that before. Af Al Pi is one word. Af Al Pi. Shekosav Lochein Shadrei Moados Chule Rach Mem Beis Yerushalmi Rabsa Mishlach Kosuv Ksav Lochon Aval Pi Shishlach Lochem Sidrei Moados. Even though we would send you these Sidrei Moados out to Teshanu Min Avoseihem Noche Nefesh. So this obviously is later on when the Luach was already set. Even then, Rabbi Yossi sent them the message Don't change from what you've been doing till now. For me, Yerushalmi Yossi Mishlach Avagav Shishlach Lechem Tzidrei Mozos Al Teshanu Min Minhag Avoseihem Nochei Nefesh Ein Bali Beitza Ein Rokech U'Maiser Rokech. So we see that the Rishonim all had this in various different versions, whether it's Rabbi Yossi or Rabbi Yossi, that this was this is the Yerushalmi Shita. Okay, so let's. Do you have your Toros Yisrael candy?
I do.
I do too. Let's take a look quickly. So it's Perek Gimel, the end of Perek Gimel. Perek Gimel Halacha Tes.
Halacha Tes?
Yeah. On page
Mem 92 and Mem Zayin.
Mem Zayin. Okay. So let's see. The Yaakov Rishonim, he brings down here the Rav Yah, which we saw, and then he brings down the Rokeach. So I'm not sure how it's. Okay, that's okay. That's not. I don't think it's significant enough for us. What does he say in the Toldos Yitzchak? Where these letters go to, the right below. Okay, as interesting thing here, he says, in Dibur Maschil, Begamin Asati Lechem, Chukim, which is in the outer column.
Yeah.
Bon Sham, Shalom Nasu Tovim, Linei Shloshom Mitzvahs Hashem. I gave them the Chukim, but it didn't make them any better. וחס ושלום אמר שחוקי השם עצמם לא טובים, לא דרכי דרכי נועם, אלא כדפירשנו. He says here, the lo tovim hainu she'en lihim sochar. You don't receive reward. Vayim Pnei Moshe. So Pnei Moshe say the opposite. Pnei Moshe is in the back of the. He has Pnei Moshe in the back. Pnei Moshe and Korban Eidah, and this is Chav Chavav Beis, I think. Chavav and Aleph. Chavav and Aleph in the back, he says, oh, the Pnei Moshe is on the base. Pnei Moshe says, Chukim lo tovim. Yeah. So, this is what the Tolos Yitzchak is protesting against. It's making a chor against the Pnei Moshe. It says, Chukim lo tovim, chuku shosifu aleim, lo tovim em, mekabel schar hazeh. They're not, the laws are not good to get schar on them. In other words, they're basically worthless. You see that? So the Korban Eidah says like the Tolos Yitzchak. Ba'onsham shlo yutovim, lo shom mitzvahs Hashem. Chas lomar shechukei Hashem atzmam lo tovim lo d'orchei d'archei noam. That could be rational. So Tolos Yitzchak says like Korban Eidah, which you probably saw last week. And then in the next piece, he says, "Vatinu lulava b'shabsa, v'elu lulav b'shabas tainu shel dilim shel b'shachag b'shabasu. Ken raisu lo chashinu l'gzeir Hashem elenu arba amos b'shus harabim." So he's going with this assumption here uh, that you actually, it is in the Yerushalmi because of Gzeir the Rabbah, right? And therefore, since it's the Raisa on that day, we're not chash for this. We're not concerned the fact that it's of Gzeir the Rabbah. Because it's the rice is more chashuv, which is strange because the whole point of Gzeir the Rabbah is, even though it's the Raisa, we don't do it, right?
Okay.
So it's a little bit difficult to tell this Yitzchak here.
There's a footnote, hey.
Yeah, he says here, then say, we have to say something. All time lo dachi Shabbos yishum lo yedinim kiva the yarcha. Well, taking them a chesed tzichin lula b'Shabbos. Yeah, that's going with this. I think the near is going to the assumption that it's not because of takon of the Rabbah. Because takon of the Rabbah, then you breach a paradox here. So I'm not sure what the hay does for us. All right, but Peter doesn't make. Let's see the next one, which is interesting. How he resolves the issue of how to reconcile the fact that Rebbe was not in the same generation as Rabbi Avo. It says, "Shamar emeir maimar man min mi." Klamar k'sheshamar Rebbe lezeh amar miki bel Rabbi Avo kach. So he says here's Rabbi Nasi, but in the footnote he says here, "Kasim b'sevenir deloni sparish ezi Rebbe mekivein." You find that sometimes in Yerushalmi. That it says Rebbe, but doesn't say who the Rebbe was. Vulai Rabbi Yochakai. Dainu Rebbe should be Yerushalmi. Because sometimes Rabbi Yochanan is called Rebbe in Yerushalmi. Or the Gasino Rabbi Boon. Or there's Rabbi Boon who told him not to do it. Anyway, that's a different alternative to Lieberman. Let's see what he says on Minhag Avoseihem. Next page. Rabbi Yossi Shach Kasav Lo Limnei B'Golo Avo B'Kem Atem Yodim B'Kim B'Kil Yarcho Kol Makom Al Teshanu Minhag Avoseihem Nochei Nefesh L'Aso Shnei Yomim Tovim Shel Golios. Okay, that's so. Unfortunately, there is no Tavuna on any of this, so we don't have.
There would be.
What?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe there would be.
Yeah. Okay, so then that's it for Yerushalmi. Next week we'll try and go on to another source.
Okay.
Okay, have a good week.
Do we have a conclusion from this Yerushalmi?
Oh, the Yerushalmi. Well, yes, we should have a conclusion. Yerushalmi, fair enough. Going to Yerushalmi, it's a punishment, right? Going to the tshuva of the Gaon, which we saw, it's not a punishment. It's a means to try and enhance the situation of Chutz La'aretz, right? It's an adava which they gave, like a korban, in order to make Yontif more powerful, even though they're in Chutz La'aretz. Going to Yerushalmi, and obviously you will get schar on that, right? You're going to get rewarded for making an additional volunteering additional chag, right? So, but according to the Yerushalmi, there is no, the going with Bavel, the Yerushalmi was Eretz Yisrael, so there's a little bit of a Sabra thing here. You don't get any for reward for keeping a second day in Chutz La'aretz. 2 days in Chutz La'aretz are maybe worth 1 day in Eretz Yisrael, and according to Sechel, maybe not even worth 1 day. Okay? It's a punishment. So this is, again, Yerushalmi does hold a question. There is a question in Yerushalmi whether Yerushalmi holds Gzeir or the Rabbah doesn't hold Gzeir the Rabbah. And, in terms of taking lulav on the first day Yontif. Right? It could be it does, it could be it doesn't. The Pashtus Yerushalmi said it doesn't, and the issue here was, right, that Mishum Sfeika D'Yoyma, we're never going to know when it comes out on Shabbos. It does come out on Shabbos, and even after the lulav was set, don't do it anyway. But again, it's possible that there was Gzeir the Rabbah. According to the Medrash, it certainly was Gzeir the Rabbah from the time Ad Shekneses HaGedolah. But the whole concept of the Sheni is a punishment, not something which is considered to be a Maila B'nei Chutz La'aretz, something which we're impressed with, but something which, tough luck, guys. You guys stay in Chutz La'aretz, this is what you got to do.
So the point of don't change from your minhag is a way to sort of keep this punishment idea still in place.
Right. So it keeps two things in place. Right, exactly. Right? So as long as it's Feika D'Yoyma, it's using Feika D'Yoyma as an excuse for keeping the punishment in place, basically.
Okay. Because otherwise you need a teretz. Once we have a calendar, why do I have to keep 2 days?
Right.
Now we have a teretz.
Right.
Very good. Shkach.
Okay, thank you for asking for that summary. All right, speak to you next week. Take care.
Shkach.
Bye-bye.